The year was 2008, and I would find myself back in rehab again for the last time. I don't propose the idea of ever going back there again. It was my daughter came in December of 2007. As a baby, Sophia is, she's always been really easy for me. It was like night and day between the two children. As a child, as a baby, Daniel was so difficult for me. Young, despite the fact that she acts as though I've done nothing in our marriage, she herself could not find the patience to watch Sophia, at all. Sophia and I get along just fine. She's more like me, much more like me than Daniel. Daniel seemed to take on my ex-wife's personality, and Sophia has taken on mine. Well, my then wife was doling out the Xanax for me. I had a prescription for Xanax, and she would be doling them out to me, and I would save them up, and I didn't know where she was hiding them. Well, it was the summer of 2008. Sophia was, of course, just a few months old when I found the stash of Xanax in my wife's closet. Well, I thought to myself, 6 of these, if you're familiar with Xanax, I think it's 2 grams, 2 grams. Small blue footballs, they call them. Well, I found them in her closet, and the perfect amount for me at then was 6 of these. 6 just kind of gently put me into a very calm state of mind, and I would just drift off into not sleep. It was, it's like blackout stage. I before that would drink and take Xanax, and I blacked out so many times doing that. Some of the times behind the wheel of a car. Well, I took 6 of them. I found the whole bottle. Now, it was half full. We're talking at least 50 of them in there. So I took 6. I said I'll take some later. Well, about half an hour later, less than half an hour later, I found myself at that bottle again. And I started taking them. Just one after another. And I blacked out. I don't know. As I started to take these pills, I don't know how many I took until later. I took the whole bottle. It is amazing the constitution my body seems to have. I took at least 50 of these footballs. 50 Xanax. Well, about the middle of the night, Sunday night, Monday morning, I woke up. I don't remember doing this. Vaguely. I woke up my wife, and I told her that I found the Xanax, and that I had taken every one of them. Well, she didn't believe me, and she was half asleep. Of course, she should have. So, she just went back to sleep. Come Monday morning, she checked them, And she saw that I had indeed taken every single Xanax. Well, it was way past time to pump your stomach, but she did take me to the hospital. I was half asleep for like 3 days after that, just to monitor me, make sure I don't, die. Young, I swear, I put you through so much shit. I really don't know why it is that you just can't confess to me the things that you've done. I am a forgiving man. You don't ask me for forgiveness, Young. And you die with those things on your mind. You will reap the consequences of a stained soul. Well, I got drunk. Yang tried to keep me from leaving to get some alcohol, but she couldn't stop me. I left, got a pint of whiskey, a couple of beers, came back, and I said to my wife, I said, tomorrow you can take me to Bradford. Just let me drink this. Obviously, I had a problem. Well, the next day I went to Bradford. Rehab. Again. I was there for 2 weeks, I think. Almost. Won't go into details. Rehab is about as unpleasant as jail or being in a mental hospital. Well, when I got out, I really committed myself to sobriety at this point. And I committed myself to my religion, Zen. I became devout. It takes things like this for me. I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. From asceticism to just debauchery. Back and forth. Well, I started to practice my religion. I got into AA. I got a sponsor. And I found myself every day meditating for 30 minutes. Now, if you meditate the style in which I do, it's not easy. You get into the practice, just like exercise, after a while. I was meditating every day, 30 minutes. I came to where I sort of let my OCD sort of take over, and I was obsessive about meditating 30 minutes a day, drinking a gallon of water a day, and calling my sponsor every day. Now, I think it was April, maybe March of 2009, that I took what Zen Buddhists call the Jukai Tokudo, which is the initiation ceremony into Zen for a layman like me, a non-monk, in other words. You don't have to take this initiation ceremony. It's not required of you to be in Zen, but I did. You take certain vows when you're initiated into Zen, and One of those vows is, there's 4 vows. You will not kill. You will not steal. Basically, you will not commit, this is general, sexual immorality. And you will not take of intoxicants. So, I had taken that vow as a Zen Buddhist. And I really, really committed myself to that way. My life during these years became very calm, very measured, very serene. Sure, we have the normal problems with the marriage, but in general, my life was really, really calm and peaceful. A calm and peacefulness that I would never feel, and will never feel again. As I continued in this, and Daniel and Sophia continued to grow, my life was boring. There's really nothing to go on about at all. I got a job working at an after-school program where I would meet someone that would be very significant to me now. Someone who I will not even discuss, not in any of these videos, not now. Not now. You have to understand there's a lot of reasons why I have to leave out things. Right now, there are people in my life that I can't expose to be even a part of my life for various reasons. Well, I went back to school, graduate school, started graduate school in history, looking towards the possibility of eventually becoming a professor, which was what my ambition was from the get-go when I first got into teaching. My second semester in school, I would be sitting in meditation. It was February, I think, late February, maybe a little earlier. Around now. 2 years ago. That I would start hearing my own inner voice to tell me to start taking these pills again. These Coricidin. The ones that had made me go crazy 4 years earlier, 5 years earlier. Well, excuse me. 7 years earlier. This was 2011. And I kept hearing this voice, telling me basically to break my vows. The vow that I had taken not to take intoxicants. Why? Why did I keep hearing this? Every single time I meditated, I heard it. This would lead me to where I am now. By breaking my vows, I would reach what Zen Buddhists call Satori, enlightenment.